Hey folks, welcome back to another Poem Masters video, and yeah, I know, I don't have face cam on today. I woke up with like a black nose for some reason. I don't know why. It's like someone like punched me in the face, because no one punched me in the face. Yeah. No, just no face cam for as a very self-conscious and insecure person I am. and obviously you guys watch my videos for my very, fantastically good looks. So I do apologize. But anyways, that aside, let's try out, well, with Ice Rebuff, Synga and Kyurem over here against Ice Weak, which should be much better. Should be much better, right? So, like I mentioned before, like with Synga, you probably wanna either have like a sync move countdown unit, right, or an extra damage healer. And well, look at this team; it has both. So. Yeah, and Hilbert's probably one of the better, best options you could have in there. He's a decent DPS himself. He's not, it's not like he's not a like top ice type DPS, but it should still be fine. Should still be solid ice type DPS, and obviously he gives the ice type rebuff for Kyurem. So that's gonna make Kyurem also hit harder. So theoretically, it should be a pretty nice team. So let's try it. And Ho also has the extra sync move countdown to help their out as well. So let's see how this goes. Should still be the same grids that I usually run with them, right? So alright, let's see. Get all that stuff in first. We are gonna sync with our EX support though. We are gonna sync with the EX support, and which again is probably the better option to do. Right, with Black Kyurem over here. Because like one thing you could do, well, I mean there's a few things you could do here. One is either you use B Noble Roar before you sync, right? Or you could just queue up another free shock, which I am more inclined to queue up another free shock. Because like, among like all the weird things about this unit, another really weird thing is B Noble Roar, his B move, which it's a big thing with the physical move up next, got his super effective up next. Actually doesn't damage out that much. I think it's like around like net neutral or something, right? So yeah, queuing up an extra free shock, right? You get that first turn where it's charging, where it's pre-sync, and then it hits like right after sync. So I don't know, I just like that much better. I like that much better. Although if you guys want, we could also do another run with using Noble Roar there. Look at that. The extra ice rebuff came in handy there. Quite handy. Unfortunately, no more ice rebuffs because we only have one from our friend Hilbert here. But it should be fine. Should be fine. This Techno Blast should take out that Nidoking, and I think the Freeze Shock should take out that other side, right? I think it should, because it's like 2 turns worth of damage, and like Hilbert is like a 2-hit, 2-hit KO on one of those sides. Yeah. Mathematics checks out. There we go. Very nice. Much smoother. And yeah, just another extra damage healer on the side, right? The extra sync move countdown helps. Not that we really needed it there. And ice rebuff. Very good things. All right, let's try the same thing except for with B Noble Roar first instead. It's look, again, like I mentioned, like I feel like queuing up free shock is probably better, right? Because if you use B Noble Roar, that's like you have to spend like 1 extra turn. Cause with free shock itself, without B Noble Roar, it took out the unit, right? So by using B Noble Roar, all you're doing is, you're seeing bigger numbers, which is, yeah, sure, you'll get bigger numbers, but you take the mid out like 1 turn later. But it's okay. I like big numbers too, so it's fair. We could check them out. We could check the big numbers out. All right, let's get the thing in. Free shock, and then again we'll just beat Noble Roar here. Probably just have Hilbert target one of the sides. Would be fine. And then a free shock. or Noble Roar, be Noble Roar versus free shock. On there, again, it's just, you know, the damage you get generally isn't super worth, you know, using an extra turn from B Noble Roar, but that's the other thing about N, isn't it, right? Because, like, theoretically, if it was a normal unit that didn't have, like, a 2-turn move, you could just, you know, triple, you know, use whatever damaging move it is, right? Let's just use free shock, for example. I know it's a two-turn move, but, like, you know, assuming it's a 1-turn move, right? You can use, like, 3 free shocks instead of, you know, so you don't have to use, oh, whoops, target the wrong unit. So you don't have to use, you know, you don't have to use B Noble Roar, right? So you just, like, straight up 3 free shocks or whatever. But again, it's not a normal unit, and you can't really do that in this case, because it's a 2-turn move. It takes 2 turns, right? I know I screwed it up. We'll do another run. It's all right. I was too busy talking about the thing, right? So yeah, that's the awkward part. And well, you say, well, you could use Ice Beam, but no, we can't use Ice Beam. The Ice Beam damage isn't, you know, without super duper effective 9. It's not good. Obviously, Ice Beam's damage. So yeah, that's the weird part, I guess. But anyways, let's actually get one in. All right. Here we go. Get the thing in. That's a Noble Roar, super effective up, extra physical move up next. Right, and hopefully I hit the right target this time. I think I did. Not 100% certain, but it should. Okay, there we go. Should be fine. Anyways, and 55k, about as much as you'd expect, considering it hit the side that didn't have rebuff, right, for like 44k, so math again checks out. So yeah, anyways, all right, there we go. Yeah, it's like this unit, they could have, it's just really it's kind of sad, right? I mean, they could have made it like so much better. Like, there's so much potential here that they could have really dug into. So, like, instead of making the grid full of, like, tank stuff, and most of it's up for a sync nuke, it would have just been better if they, instead of, like, even just keep the tank stuff, right? Whatever. It's not super useful unless you're trying to solo with them. Like, you know, keep the tank stuff, and just, like, instead of the sync nuke stuff, just give them more, like, DPS stuff, or, like, give them, like, an extra physical move up next on, like, B Noble Roar. Then that would make B Noble Roar, you know, much worth using, right? I mean, it's not, like, completely worthless, because if you do have, you know, and Kyurem 4/5, whatever, right? It's you get the free move next at least, and, like, you know, higher gauge teams, that would be nice. Although not very necessary in this team specifically, because Sing Morty is one of the best speed buffers in the game, or gauge units in the game in general, right? So, but yeah, just give, I don't know, just give him more DPS, because, like, his DPS is just really bad, right? And again, like, his nuke, yeah, it's the strongest ice nuke, but he just runs better when you, like, support EX sync, I feel, right? It's especially if you could, you know, get an extra support EX that has, like, adrenaline, right? That could help deal with the sync move countdown as well, so you could just queue up like an extra free shock right before you sync, and then, like, boom, after you sync, like, the free shock that you deal out there is like a support EX boosted free shock, right? And then you could get, in that case, you get like 2 free shocks in per sync cycle instead of just syncing with him, which, again, it's the strongest ice nuke, but I don't know, I just don't feel like it's good. I just feel like it's better if you just sync with the support EX, which is true for, like, a lot of different units, to be fair. So he's not super special in that case. But yeah, anyways, N and his good buddy Hilbert, which also, by the way, guys, saw the story. Spoilers if you didn't see it. Go watch it. I mean, it's alright. It's alright. It's pretty good. And yeah, who also has a Kyurem? Would he be the one to get white Kyurem in the future? Who knows? Anyways, well, hopefully by then we'll if white Kyurem's also, like, ice or whatever, then that would be a very interesting, hopefully a unit that could cure some of Black Kyurem's problem. Although, again, SS Hilbert already does some of that too. To a lesser extent, but solid. All right. Have fun, folks. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one.